uh-oh, they've gone and done it. Hollywood is going to make Godzilla trans. Everybody brace yourself. The Kong and Godzilla movie is going to introduce a trans Godzilla based on the fact that this is the color we see in the trailer, the pink color, and he used to be this color. So now we're going from blue to pink. That means he's going to be a trans Godzilla in the upcoming movie, the Hollywood Godzilla movies. Not the ones from Toho, but the ones from Hollywood, right? So the Toho movies, those are the ones that are being framed as like the anti-diversity, anti-inclusivity, anti-woke. They are offering media that is just, it has no personality whatsoever. It appeals to all the anti-woke crowd, but the woke crowd is getting trans Godzilla, right? The ones that's representing the pinks and the blues, which is just really stupid. We're going to break this down because I absolutely can't believe the state of like anti-fandom on YouTube right now. Like we've gotten to the point where just everything is just lies. Like it's not even like pretending or trying to make it sound real. It's just literally lies and coping. Okay. That's what it is at this point. We have this here. Let me show this thumbnail. So this is one here. It says, they want him gone because clearly you can't like Godzilla and Disney. Those two things can't occur in the same space. There has to be a line down the middle. If you like Godzilla, you have to hate Disney. If you like Disney, you have to hate Godzilla. There is no crossover, right? This is the narrative that they're building around Godzilla and the fandom, which really sucks because the MonsterVerse, the Monster Universe, kaiju stuff, that community that I've been sort of 1 foot in, 1 foot out for a while. I always loved the large dinosaurs, large creatures, things like that. I've always loved that world, but I'm not deep into that fandom. But I've never felt like that fandom is gatekeepy. It's never felt like that to me. So this is really weird that this is the way they're framing this. And then we want to move over to, it's a thumbnail from a Hypnotic video, right? And it says, Godzilla destroys the woke. I love eating woke movies for breakfast. This is a funny thumbnail, right? So first and foremost, if you look back at this weekend, yes, Godzilla -1 did really well. It's doing amazingly, very proud of it. It's a great movie. You should go out and see it. However, it came in third. And Rachel Zegler in this thumbnail is in the Hunger Games movie that came in second. So it's just lies. It's just lies. And if you want to be very specific, Beyonce, who is extremely woke, was number 1 at the box office. So Godzilla was beat out by Beyonce and Rachel Zegler. This is cope. Again, I don't think people truly understand what coping is. This is cope. When you literally just make up a narrative, a story that isn't true to deal with the fact that what you want is not happening. They want this Godzilla movie to destroy wokeness. So they've created this narrative. And this video that it comes from, this is hilarious. It's like 10 people in this video all coping with the fact that Hunger Games and Beyonce won the weekend. It's funny. And then we have one here from Nerdrotic that goes, there wasn't any diversity in Godzilla -1, 0 for 10 for lack of inclusion and representation. Again, building the narrative that Godzilla and the people behind this movie are anti-diversity. They're against wokeness and stuff like that. Which, by the way, there is representation and diversity in the movie, especially considering that the movie itself is not from the Hollywood market and it's being shown in theaters all over the place and it's doing well. Right there alone is representation. Literally, that is literal representation. It's like completely brain dead, brain rotted. Gary from Nerdrotic is just brain rot on a plate, 100%. So I'm going to prove to you that Toho Godzilla, that company, everybody behind it, is not only woke, but they actively support and engage with the community. This is from 2020, June of 2020. Godzilla official, Toho. Thanks to Biragon for putting together this amazing short titled Coming Out, Happy Pride. This was a thank you for Pride Month for a short that has Godzilla accepting, loving, and protecting his trans child from the official Godzilla account. I mean, I could be wrong here, but that looks to me like the people behind Godzilla, the ones that are out there actively making movies like Godzilla -1, are down with diversity and down with acceptance and inclusivity. It seems to me like they would not share this if that were not the case. And a lot of people agree with them. This 25,000 likes, 1K bookmarks, 14,000 reposts. I'm going to say that a lot of people were happy about this. And the last thing I want to talk about here is this is a tweet. I thought this was funny. It's wild when people act surprised. They say Godzilla is becoming woke when he's literally blasted God in the face, supports his trans daughter, hates capitalism, and destroys stupid monuments. Like every single one of these examples is official. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Destroy the financial district. Make people happy. Here we go. Destroying monuments. Godzilla is not an anti-woke icon. And I don't know how we've gotten to this place where these people who need to cope with the fact that they're not winning, so they have to create a narrative that doesn't exist. Toho, Godzilla, supports inclusivity. Trans people, specifically, because we looked at the tweet, they put out Happy Pride. Godzilla, the character, has done things that is not anti-diversity, not anti-inclusivity. It's actually against a lot of the things that these guys support. In Hollywood, Godzilla, if they decide to make Godzilla trans, which I still think is funny and hilarious that we're even telling that story, that's absolutely fine. And I don't think that Toho would have a problem with that either. This is cope. If you want to see what cope looks like, because a lot of you guys in the comments love to use that word, cope is when you make up lies to tell yourself that you are winning, when in fact, in reality, you are not.